plant. Not mine.
Yeah,
Just I'm working there.
the one there you work. You could say my if you work there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was some troubleshooting to do, to have to do. So I did these, some
Okay.
troubleshootings,
Okay.
this kind of
Nice.
stuff. Yeah.
Cool. And now you're here. All right. And let's get started with today's class. Going to be talking about parenting. Don't know how that happened. Let's start here. And let's have Ksenia, can you read the title in the next lines?
Today we'll learn vocabulary and practice conjugating verbs, read comics about parenting, practice role plays, and talk about children and parents.
Yeah. And maybe Ksenia, can you ask Heidi the first question?
Heidi, tell a funny story about your childhood when you were difficult, funny, silly.
Funny story. Funny story. I'm not sure it's funny or not. Every year we have a school trip. Once, when I was about 10 years old, we went to the zoo. In front of the zoo, there was a cage, round shape of cage. And inside of the cage, there was a monkey, Japanese monkey. I was looking at the monkey, and there was a fence. The height was around my chest. Then, so I couldn't, people couldn't approach the monkey. But suddenly I dropped my pencil from my pocket, chest pocket. Then I tried to pick up the pencil. I bent over the fence. Suddenly I heard something. The monkey grabbed my ponytail, and it tried to pull my hair into the cage. I screamed.
Wow. Did he let go? Obviously.
The officer came to my place. Somehow I was survived.
Wow.
But it was very scary. It was
That
scary
sounds really
memory.
scary. It's intense. So looking at, we need an article before monkey.
The monkey.
Yeah, looking at the monkey. We also need an article in front of school trip.
How about school trip?
Yeah, we have a school trip once it was about 10 years old. Okay. Yeah, nice. That sounds intense, though. Heidi, can you ask Juliet the next question?
Tell a funny story. No. This one?
The next one.
What do you think is the best or worst part of having children? Why?
Well, I have some little cousins. They are very funny. They are unpredictable and in some way tremendous. I really enjoy staying with them, especially in summer, and they are nice because they like a lot my stories. So
really good. Instead of saying they like a lot my stories, is there another place we could put a lot in the sentence?
they like my stories a lot.
Yeah, it just sounds a lot smoother. But good. It's like being able to tell stories, having them be like little unpredictable people around is really nice. Okay. Yeah, good. I think that was really nice. Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Can I use much in spite of a lot?
No, not in this case. Nope. So they like my stories a lot. You could say, it sounds like really old English. They like my stories very much. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they like my stories much. So yeah, you could say they like them very much. It sounds a little bit awkward though, if that makes sense.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And yeah, any other questions? Okay. And let's have Antonio, can you read through the words?
Okay, read, no? Okay.
Yeah, read through the words.
Poverty, milestones, step parents, we dance, values, routines, permissive, authoritarian, and siblings.
Good. Let's look at puberty.
Puberty.
Puberty. Good. Step parents. Step parents.
Step parents.
Yeah, step parents.
Step parents.
And guidance. Guidance. Good. And permissive.
Permissive.
Okay. And does anybody have any questions here? Okay. Let's have Antonio. Can you make a sentence with permissive?
With permissive. Some parents are very permissive with their children.
Their children. Okay, nice. So remember that children is always plural, and child is singular.
Okay.
So it never has the S. Okay, but nice, good sentence. Anna Carolina, can you try the first one?
John reached a new milestone. He said his first word.
Nice. What are some other milestones, Anna Carolina?
A milestone is a great achievement. If you break down the word mile and stone, so it's like a huge mountain made of stones. It's something remarkable in your life. For instance, a graduation, the first steps, the first words when you get married.
Yeah, definitely. Good. Really nicely done. And Lubo, what about the next one?
His parents tried to teach him values, but he is bad to the bone.
Nice.
Tried? Can we say try here? Like,
okay,
they
yeah,
do
you
it
could say that.
always.
Yeah, that would be good as well. Parents try to teach him values, but he's bad to the bone. Good. And Simone, what about the next one? And Antonio, I'm gonna mute you again. Sorry. Yeah, Simone.
Okay. Routines are good for children. Doing the same thing every day gives their lives extractor.
Okay. And oh no, what about the next one?
Her parents are too. Her parents are too authoritarian. They to make her ask permission before doing anything.
Okay, and so how do we conjugate to make?
Sorry?
So how do you conjugate to make?
They make her.
Good.
They make her, yeah,
Perfect.
ask permission before doing anything.
Good. Fenya, what about the next one?
Having siblings can be fine. My sister and I always spend a lot of time playing together.
Nice. Very well done. All right, any questions here?
I have one.
Mm-hmm.
If I say they make her asking.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they make her ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, we couldn't use the gerund. All right. Any other questions? Okay. Okay. Maybe let's have Sonia. Can you ask Heidi the second question?
Heidi, do you think the way people raise children has changed? Why or why not?
Yeah, I think so. Recently, the family had only one in standard of family had only 1.5 children in Japan.
Okay.
Before, there are a lot of children in the house, so parents didn't care of them. The older child took care of younger children like that. But nowadays, almost one child in the family. So child is very important for family.
We would say the child.
The child is very important for the parent. I'm sorry, for the parent.
Good.
So
go ahead.
Before children was independent, became independent in the early time. But now the children depends on their parents.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
become adult.
Yeah, for longer maybe. Even in other adults. 1.5 instead of saying 1.5, which is fine too. Yeah, 1.5 is just much more common way of saying the number. Good. Okay. And Heidi, can you ask Juliet the next question? Last one.
What did you want to be professionally when you were a kid? Had it changed? Why?
When I was a kid, I didn't have a clear idea. I changed many professions. One of them was even a dancer. Yeah, so.
Nice. What were some others?
Sorry?
What were some others? What were some other things that you wanted to be?
Bear?
A bear?
No, say it again because I didn't understand.
Oh, okay. What were some other things that you wanted to be? You said there were a lot of them.
I wanted to be an inventor, a sailor, an engineer, many things.
Nice. Okay, good. That's a good answer. It's kind of hard to pin it down. All right, and I think we're good.
I have a question.
Go ahead. What was that under?
Yeah, it's about Heidi's paragraph. There are a D before child. The child is very important for the parent. This is not a specific child, so is it okay to use the in that situation?
Yeah, so because we're talking about the child of the parents, like there's only one of them. So
What
right
makes
now we're
sense?
talking about like the child that they have is very important for their parents. Um, yeah.
Can I use just a child is very important for the parents?
It just changes the meaning a little bit. So that would be if you said like a child is really important for the parents, it's kind of supposing like they don't have a child yet, but like having one would be something that they really want. So like they really want to have a child. If you say a child is very important. If you say the child is very important, it's like the child that they have is important.
Okay.
So even though it's not like the most specific of children, it's their child. So that's what makes it specific. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense now. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Let's get that. We could try that. Oh wow, how did that happen? Sorry. We could tell a story. Let's try that. Antonio, can you read the title and the and then start out the story?
Title. For example, a scary nightmare.
Sorry?
A scary nightmare. Is a title of the story?
Oh, so just read the title here. So tell
Okay, sorry. Sorry, tell a story about a terrible child.
Yeah, and then can you start us out with like maybe Once Upon a Time?
Once upon a time, a child was going to the school.
Child?
Child was going to the school, sorry. And when he realized that he forgot his books.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Anna Carolina, how would you continue the story?
Then he went back to his home to get the books, and he arrived late at the school. The teacher asked, "Why are you late?" And the boy answered, "Because I'm a very obedient child. There is a sign there on the street. It was written, go slow."
It said.
It said, "Go slowly."
Okay. Okay.
Of course, it was an excuse.
The thing I saw, it said to go slowly. It said to go slowly.
Okay, it said to go slowly. Thank you.
Did you have something else that you wanted to say? Very good.
Like usual. Usually. It was an excuse like usually.
Like
Like
usual.
always? Like usual.
Like usual, like always. Yeah, okay. Lua, how would you respond?
Teacher let him enter the classroom, so he sat next to the window at his spot. He wasn't interested in the lesson, so he started watching through the window. He noticed some birds sitting on a windowsill, and they looked hungry. He had some bread in his school bag, but he couldn't open the window, in order to feed the birds. And he decided to think of a plan.
Okay. All right, nice. That was really good. And he arrived. We wouldn't say the school. You could say he arrived to school. He arrived at school. He arrived to school probably sounds better. By the way. And yeah. Where were we? Simone, how would you continue? Sorry.
Okay, so the teacher realized that he was not there, actually. So first he was late, and then he wasn't even paying attention. The teacher decided to call his mom because now he was concerned about the situation. Maybe the boy had a problem and he would like to know. The teacher would like to know.
Yeah, and
would you like to find out what was happening?
Wanted to find out what was happening?
Sure, yeah.
But really nicely done.
Okay.
Yeah, the teacher would like to know is fine. It's just in the sense of the story, it's a little bit odd. So yeah, he wanted to find out what was happening. But good, really, really nicely done. Onur, how would you continue?
After after teacher tried to reach his mom, he got the news that his mom is in the jail because of some crime. I don't know. And he reached her aunt, and he told her about she told her about the boy's situation, and he tried to tolerate the boy's action because of because of his hard times about his mom.
Hard times, not about his mom. Different preposition.
On,
Starts with a
maybe.
W.
With, yes.
Yeah. We have hard times with things or with people. And she talked. We need another preposition.
To.
Yeah. She talked to her? Who talked? I mean, so I think the teacher, at least the teacher who we had before, was a man. So I'm not sure which pronoun is which. Can you clarify that a little bit?
Sorry?
Okay, so you said she talked to her, which
Yes.
doesn't really make sense because we don't have two females. The teacher's a male.
She talked to her. The her is him aunt.
The
The boy
boy's
stays with,
aunt.
yeah, aunt.
Okay, and so this is the teacher?
Yeah, teacher is a
Okay.
she
The
also.
teacher is a he. Just from
Ah, sorry. Sorry,
what
sorry.
we were
I
going for before. That's why I was confused. That's okay. Mm, After we would say the teacher tried.
yes.
Okay. And nice. I think that was good. Probably a solid story. We can finish there. Does anybody have any questions or comments here?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Sorry. The last sentence, his hard times, is plural, or can I use like just single hard time?
Yeah, you
Which
could
means in
probably go for
general
both.
hard time.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could say both. His hard times with her or his hard times with his mom. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? For the heck of it. And does anybody know what for the heck of it means?
May I explain since I typed?
Uh-huh.
It means something that you do just to do. It has no purpose at all. For instance, I can turn on the music just for the heck of it. I can send it to Joshua
Yeah.
just
to do
for
it.
the heck of it. Yes, just to do.
Good.
Carolina knows a lot of expressions. Good one.
Definitely. I had. Oh, here we go. And finished with owner. Ksenia, can you read the role of a daughter?
You want to invite your boyfriend to dinner, but your mom doesn't like him. Convince her to let your boyfriend come over.
Good. And Heidi, can you read the role of mother?
Your daughter want to invite her boyfriend to dinner. You don't like her boyfriend and you don't want him eating in your house.
Yeah, just wants to invite. I think you've missed the two. Just be aware of. All right, and let's have Ksenia. How would you start out as the daughter?
Mommy, I want to invite Jerry to dinner with us. What do you think about it?
Nice. That was really good. Okay, and Heidi, how would you respond?
No. Today I don't have enough ingredient to cook for other person. For another person.
Nice. And we need to make ingredient plural.
Ingredient. Enough ingredient.
Sorry?
Pardon, what did you say?
We need to make ingredient plural.
Yeah, ingredients.
Yeah, I don't have enough ingredients to cook for another person. Okay, and Juditha?
I do the grocery shopping, and then we don't need to do a big lunch. Last week when I went to his house, we had just chicken and salad.
Nice. We do the grocery shopping and we don't need to do a big lunch. Okay. Yeah, that would be good. To do a big lunch is maybe a little bit like slang. To have a big lunch would be a little bit more correct, probably. But yeah, you could also do a big lunch, so it just depends on where you are. And let's have Antonio. How would you respond?
This is more complicated than you think. I don't know. I don't know, like, to explain to you.
I do not like.
I don't know the way to explain to you.
Oh, don't know the way to explain. I don't know how to explain it to you. You could say how to explain it.
I don't know how to explain to you. Okay.
And instead of saying complicate, we need to add a letter.
Complicated.
Yeah, it's more complicated than you think. It sounds like the noise from your microphone sounds a little bit like you're like scuba diving or you're in space. It's like really funny. All right. Good. And Anna Carolina, how would you respond?
Hold on. The grocery store. Why have you been put so many obstacles? You don't like him at all, right? You know, Mom, I'm fed up with you. I don't need your approval to date with my boyfriend. If you don't want to receive Jerry here, I will go to somewhere else. Okay? I'm really upset. You treat me like if I were 12 years old.
You treat me like I were. Huh?
Like if I were 12 years.
You treat me like I were 12 years old, or you treat me as though I were 12?
As though I were 12 years old.
Good. We don't date with, we just date. I don't need your approval to date my boyfriend. If you don't want to receive Jerry here, I'll go somewhere else. Okay, why have you been put? How'd you change that?
Why have you been putting so many obstacles?
Putting preposition.
Oh no, prepositions. Could you give me a hint, please?
Yeah, putting up. Well, sorry, that's not really a hint. Sorry.
I don't get.
Putting up. You put up obstacles. So it's like you raise them. It's just a phrasal verb, putting up.
Excuse me, but if I say just putting obstacles is wrong, doesn't make sense.
Putting up obstacles?
No, just putting obstacles. If I don't use the phrasal
No, I mean
it's
you
wrong.
can use it. It doesn't sound as smooth. Why have you been putting so many
Okay.
obstacles? If you say why have you been putting so many obstacles, we need like between us or something like that.
Right.
Because there's
Thank
like
you.
just putting obstacles and then like where are you putting them? Kind of. So that's why putting up just makes it a little bit smoother.
Thank you, Simone. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you both.
Good question. Luba, how would you respond?
First of all, that's not the way you should speak to your mother. Second, you put more obstacles for me when you were younger and I wanted to go out, but sitting with you didn't let me do that. Third, you're right, I do not like your boyfriend, but why do you insist on having dinner with him at our place? Why can't we meet in a cafe?
Nice. This idea of like putting more obstacles for me when you were younger, it's a little bit awkward. Yeah.
You gave me more troubles when you
Yeah.
were younger.
Yeah, that would be definitely better. You gave me more trouble or so much trouble when you were younger, and I
So
wanted to
much
go
more.
out.
Can we say so much more? Like, I want to compare it. Is it possible?
So, yeah. You gave me so much more trouble than I'm giving you
I'm
when you
just
were younger.
want to compare, you know? She said
Yeah.
that.
We'd have to add more than I'm giving you, just to make it clear.
Okay.
When you were younger. And I wanted to go out. Okay. Really good. And Simone, how would you respond?
Are you asking me why I want to have my boyfriend here? Maybe because it's my house. Of course I want to have him here. Now he's part of the family, and you have to get used to it.
Part of the family, and you have to get used to it. Really good grammar.
Thank you.
And Ksenia, how would you respond?
Your house? You'll get your house when you will get married to your boyfriend, and maybe then you'll have your own house, but it's my house. I bought it, and you have nothing in it. So, you should obey me or find your own place and make rules there.
Okay, you should obey me.
Yes, obey me. Find your own place and make your rules there.
Nice. Really well done. Okay. And Heidi?
Are you okay if I go out? And if I go out to live with him.
Okay. Juliet?
Live with him to do what? You don't have work. How can you live? and he doesn't have to. Your boyfriend is not welcome here. Poor guy.
Poor guy. You don't have work. How can you live? He doesn't have to. We need to change this.
I don't know.
So 2 is positive. If we're negative agreement, what do we use?
Ish. Either. I don't know.
Either, yeah. Either. So he doesn't have what?
On either.
Yeah. You don't have work. Work isn't one. A job is one. You don't have a job, and he doesn't have one either. Okay. Can you read that one more time?
Live with him to do what? You don't have a job. How can you live when he doesn't have one either? Your boyfriend is not welcome here.
Nice. Okay. And Antonio, maybe how would you respond to that?
Cry. You makes everything so complicated when it is very easy. You should give opportunity.
You should give what?
You should give a opportunity.
Oh, okay.
An opportunity at this relationship.
Not at this relationship. Yeah. We can give an opportunity to the relationship. Or you should give an opportunity for this relationship to function. Could also work. But okay. Anna Carolina. Yeah, Anna Carolina, how would you respond?
No, I shouldn't. You should study more. You should you should get good grades. You should get a part-time job. You should break up this relationship. Don't you see that this guy has no future at all? And listen to me. I don't want bad things for you. I'm really angry now. I don't wanna talk to you. You have to think about what you've been doing with your life.
Yeah. Really nicely done. You should get good grades and you should get a part-time job. Alright. Luva, maybe. Maybe one more response?
Daughter? Just a minute. You know what? I believe that when you were younger, you had the same problems with your mom. And I don't want to repeat the same story. I'm going to date him, no matter what. But since that moment, I will tell you nothing about that. And don't ask me when I come back home in 3 or 2 days. Later than you thought. Later than you think.
Oh. Okay. Come home 2 to 3 days later than you think. Okay. Really good. And Simone, maybe figure we can keep going with this. Do you have an answer, Simone, or a response?
Yes. Okay. So let's both of us calm down. I think we can have this conversation later. Today is not a good day. I'm so stressed. But I promise you, I'm going to think about it because, you know, you are my daughter. I don't want to have these kinds of arguments with you. So just give me some time that I promise that I'm going to think about it better. And you can have this conversation again.
Nice. That was a really nice response.
Thank you.
Okay. And yeah, Ksenia, got anything else?
Deal?
Nice. Yeah. Good. Really well done. And sorry. Let's say okay. Ksenia, what do you think are some of the most difficult problems faced by parents?
By parents, I think it's a lot of stress about their children, about vaccination, about communication with other children, then school, university, grades. And when they thought that everything is done, children grown up, then the children give them their children, so they have another round with grandchildren. It's unfinished circle.
The never-ending circle, maybe.
I'm sorry, how I could say?
It's a never-ending circle.
Yes, it's a never-ending circle.
Yeah, good. So yeah, always having kids. Your kids have kids, then you've got grandkids. All right, that would be frustrating. That was good. I've got another class right after this. If you guys want to join, I'd love to have you. Just gonna bring this one to an end, and yeah, see you guys in the next room if you guys want to join.
Thank you.
But thanks again
Thank
for
you very much.